Hi, welcome to yoga with Yoga Janda and me, Liza Janda. Have a seat on your mat and either on your mat or your folded edge of the blanket, or like me on a block. I like to sit on the block, gets my hips a little bit higher than my knees and takes the stress off my low back. And when you're pregnant, you got a lot of stress on that low back. So take a moment and let your hands rest on your knees with your palms up and adjust your receiving grace. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. An audible sigh out through the mouth. And breathe in again through the nose. Audible sigh out the mouth. And now go ahead and seal your lips and begin to use your Ujjayi breath. Let that belly rise. And then gently pull the belly in and up towards your baby. And stay with your breath. Think of the words that you're saying right now. Maybe the words you're saying about your pregnancy, the words you're saying about yourself, the words you might be saying about the birth. And think about this. I hope is very positive, and yet I will is even more so. It's more definitive. I might gets you facing in the right direction, while I will takes you all the way there. I'd like to help you set your goals, and I will makes them happen. I should is good at nagging, yet I will is the master of achievement. The words that you use influence the thoughts that you think and the actions that you take. And the words I will are two of the best you'll find when it comes to expressing, sealing, and maintaining your commitment. The whole point of women-centered birth is the knowledge that a woman is the birth power source. She may need help and she deserves help, but in essence, she always had, and she currently has, and will have the power that she needs to achieve the birth that she wants, the birth that she envisions. And that quote is from Heather McHugh. It's starting to get a little noisy outside my window, so I think I'm going to close the window. And you guys come onto your hands and your knees while I close the window. Take your knees a little bit wider than your hips to start with, and place your hands underneath your shoulders. If you want, you can curl your toes under. If it's more comfortable for you to let your toenails rest on the mat, go right ahead. I like to curl my toes under. We're going to start with the cat-cow. Inhale, lift the shoulders and the sit bones as you look up. And then as you exhale, round your back, tuck your chin to your chest, tailbone down to the mat. The spine rounds up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. And we're using our Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is translated as sounding breath. So you're making a sound in the back of the throat. Some people say it sounds like Darth Vader. And some I've heard describe it. Imagine yourself walking into a room, it's your birthday, and there's all of your friends and your family. And as you walk in, you go, except you're doing it with your lips sealed. So Ujjayi breath is the sounding breath. It's also known as victorious breath. The reason is because if we can stay focused on that sound in the back of our throat and stay focused on our breath, it gives us victory over that monkey chatter that goes on in our brain, all those crazy thoughts we have. Now make sure your knees are wider. Inhale and go almost, and let the toenails come down to the mat, almost all the way back to child pose. Stretch your fingers forward, and then inhale, come up. Arch your back into a cow stretch. Push back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now this time, as you go back, cross your right hand over your left and push the hips back to the right as you round that back and go back almost to child pose. Left over right. Now words can either limit your thinking or they can expand your horizon. And I'm sure if you had to choose, you'd choose expanding your horizon. Last time, left over right. Good, inhale. Bring your knees underneath your hips. And as you inhale, we're gonna extend the right leg straight back. Inhale, now lift that leg. Pull your belly in towards your baby. Now as you exhale, round your back and bring your knee in towards your belly. And then inhale, take it out. And exhale, bring that knee in. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. And as you extend the leg, flex the foot. Cross the right foot over the left. So you've got the toes on the carpet, floor, wherever you are behind you. And look all the way over your left shoulder. So you probably feel a stretch down the whole right side of your body, of your waist. Take a deep, deep breath here. And exhale. One more. And exhale. Go ahead and bring that right knee right back down. And as you inhale, extend the left leg up. And bring the knee in, round the back. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Keep your awareness around your belly, trying to gently hug those belly muscles in and up towards your baby. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Round the back. Extend the leg. Flex the foot. Cross the right foot over the left. And then go ahead and look over that right shoulder. Feeling that nice stretch down the left side of the waist. Breathing in. And out. In. And out. And then go ahead and extend the leg and then bring the knee right back down again. Walk your hands forward about 6 inches. Make sure your fingers are splayed like the rays of the sun, like this. And the index fingers pressing forward. See if you can get all the pads of all the fingers into the mat, as though you're trying to make a handprint. Curl your toes under, push your shoulders right over those wrists, and you can probably feel your belly working as you come into this little bit of an angle. Pull that belly in and up towards your baby, squeeze your shoulder blades together, take a deep breath, and you're gonna lift your knees about 4 inches off of the mat. Now take a deep breath and start to push back, lift your hips really high, and then drop your heels down towards the mat. Shake your hips a little bit or sway your hips a little bit. Imagine you're rocking your baby in the hammock of your belly. Good, take a nice deep breath here. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale, bring those hips back to the center. Bend your right knee, pressing the left heel down towards the mat. As you do this, see if you can slide your shoulder blades down the back towards each other. Now switch. Pressing the right heel down, bending the left knee, pull the belly button in and up towards the baby. Nice deep breath here. And exhale. Good, press both heels down towards the mat. Your heels never touch the mat in downward dog. Don't worry, you can still have a full, complete life. And then open the feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Make sure your toes are parallel to each other. Bring your hands to your shins. A little teeny tiny bend in the knees. Even if you're really flexible, extend those collarbones forward. So see if you can imagine the hips are being pulled back as the shoulders and the chest are being pulled forward. Breathe in, and then exhale, fold. And then halfway up again. And then exhale, fold. 3 more times. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Halfway up. And exhale, fold. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and cross your arms, or you can cup the opposite elbow with each hand, letting the neck and the head relax and be heavy, maybe then turning your head slowly from side to side. Deep breath. Swaying if that feels good to you. Being still if that feels good to you. Take another breath here. And exhale. One more. Release your hands. Come into chair pose. Your feet are a little bit wider in chair pose. Now go ahead and interlace your fingers right in front of you and press the palms forward. And see if you can sit a little bit lower. See how low you can go without forcing, and slide your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. See if you can tuck your tailbone under a little, lift the heart just a little bit more. It's such subtle, subtle movements. Breathe. Take a full forward fold. If you want to cross the arms again or cup the opposite elbow, go ahead and do that. Breathe. And in. And out. Once again, interlace those fingers. Sweep the arms forward. Palms pressing out. A nice low chair pose. You might not think it's nice, but we'll just call it nice. Words matter, right? Nice deep breath. Depends on your perspective. One more. Fold forward. Exhale. Cup the opposite elbow. Hang there. If you need to take your feet wider than your mat because you're in your last weeks of your pregnancy, you go right ahead. Just make sure your toes are parallel. Take another breath. Release your hands. Walk your hands forward once again. Downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to touch each other. You're going to lift your right leg way, 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 way up high. Now go ahead and open the right hip, bend the right knee, and invite the right shoulder back down. Pull the belly button towards the baby. Take a nice deep breath here. And go ahead and lower your right foot, big toes touching left leg way, way, way up there. Bend the knee, open that hip, invite the left shoulder back down. Pull the belly button towards the baby. Deep, deep breath here. And lower that foot down. Lower to your hands and your knees wider than your hips. Come to your forearms for a moment with your palms up. And pelvic rocking. Got to do these every day. Pelvic rocking, pelvic rocking. So just think about what you're saying to yourself, what you're saying to others about your pregnancy. Sometimes we compare ourselves to others. That's never a good thing. Very rarely a good thing. And a few years ago, I was working with a business coach, and I would have a successful moment. And she pointed out that I acknowledge myself of this successful moment, but then I follow it by obliterating myself. And so, I did such and such, but it's not perfect. And it was a big revelation to me. I didn't even realize that I was doing it. Not good. Take a deep breath. Come to your hands. If you've got at least one block, I want you to put it up at the top of your mat. You can put it like that. If you've got 2 blocks, go ahead and put them both up there. Come to downward facing dog again. Move your knees a little closer to each other. Lift yourself up. Let's sway those hips. Rock your baby in your belly. Get the shoulders away from the ears. You've got a little micro bend in those elbows. People tend to hyperextend the arms like I'm doing right now, if you can look at the screen. So don't do that. You want a little bend in the elbows, and that allows your shoulder blades to slide towards each other. And it allows you to press back. Take a breath here. And exhale, open those feet wide, because you're going to walk your hands to the back of the mat. Walk all the way back, hands to the shins. Inhale, look forward. Maybe just at the top of your mat. I don't want you to lift your chin and look forward like that. I want you to just look forward so that the neck is in its natural alignment. Take a breath and fold forward. Chair pose. This time you're going to rise all the way up. Breathe in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale. And I think it might have gotten a little quieter out front, so I'm going to open up my window. Because it's getting hot today. Take your feet about hip width apart. We're going to come into a side bend. I want you to make sure your toes are parallel. Sweep your arms all the way up. Go ahead and clasp your left wrist with your right forefinger and thumb. Can't see on the screen, but here's what I'm doing. We're going to lift up and lengthen and lean over to the right. Now, imagine you're making a footprint with your left foot into the mat. You want every toe, every little crease in your foot to show. So dig that foot deeper into the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Then reach up and clasp the right wrist with the left forefinger and thumb. And as you lean to the left, then dig the right foot a little bit deeper in. See if you can lift your chin. Take a breath. And exhale, rise all the way up. Come into chair pose. Sit down. Good. Now, as you come into chair, see if you can gently hug the belly towards your baby. Sit a little lower and tuck your tailbone under. Then lift your heart just a little. Such subtle movements. Take a breath. We're going to take a little twist to the right. So reach your left arm forward and reach your right hand back. And if you look down at your knees, probably your right hip and your right knee came back with your arm. So push it forward to deepen that twist a little bit. And then take your right hand onto your sacrum. Take a nice deep, deep breath here. And exhale, sink a little bit lower. Now rise all the way up. And you're going to take a full forward fold. So if you need to open your feet wider for your belly, I want you to go ahead. And here's where the block comes in handy. Some people don't need a block. You might just be able to go all the way to the floor. You're going to bend your left knee. And as you inhale, you're going to twist to the right. Now reach that right hand up. And hopefully you're feeling that stretch down the whole right, outer right hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Imagine your collarbones stretching forward. Good. In and out. Inhale. Lower your right hand. Full forward fold. Chair pose. Sit down in your chair. Tuck the tailbone. Lift the heart. Hug the belly in towards the baby. Breathe in. Go ahead and twist to the left. Now take that left arm back, the right arm forward. Double check. Did your left hip, left knee come forward? Come back, move it forward. Left hand on the sacrum. Maybe sink a little deeper and inhale, rise all the way up. Take a full forward fold. Find the block or the floor. Bending the right knee, twisting to the left. Reach your left hand towards the ceiling. Think about bringing that right shoulder blade, moving it down your back, moving the shoulder away from the right ear, and extend the collarbones forward. Breathe. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Lower your left hand. Full forward fold. Chair pose. Let's airplane those arms and then rise all the way up to standing. Inhale, full forward fold. Exhale. Remember, you need to open those feet wider for your belly. You go right ahead. Plant your hands on your blocks and take your right leg all the way back. Now, move the blocks closer to you. If your belly's really big, you might need to heel toe your left foot out to the left a little more and bring both blocks inside of your left foot. That's fine. Do what works for you. I'll bring them inside just so you can know what to do now. Firm this back thigh and then inhale. Straighten your left leg. Inhale again. Exhale, bend your left knee. Straighten the leg. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hold it right here. Lift your heart. Take those blocks on either side of your foot. Take a breath. You're going to step forward into a half forward fold. Step forward. Half forward fold. Inhale. Full forward fold. Exhale. Chair. And then airplane your arms. Rise all the way up. Full forward fold. Exhale. halfway up, inhale, plant your hands on your blocks, left foot goes back. If you need to heel toe your right foot out to the right to make room for your baby, you go right ahead. We're gonna straighten and bend. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Good. Really firm up that back thigh. Pull the belly in. Extend the collarbone. Step forward with your half forward fold. Inhale. And a full forward fold. Exhale, chair. Airplane those arms. Rise all the way up this time. Take a full forward fold once again. Exhale. Halfway up. Inhale. Plant your hands on your blocks. We're going to come into a high crescent lunge. Take that right foot back. Now, to create a better balance, firm this right thigh, really firm it up, and then slowly rise up to your high crescent lunge. And breathe. Breathe in, lift your heart. Think about what words would I say? I am so strong right now. I feel strong. I'm strong and I'm powerful. And I have that power inside of me to create what I envision. Take a breath. Airplane those arms. Exhale. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Good. And press your wrists away from you. Now lift up. Don't take it in too much of a back bend. Just because I don't want you to stretch the front of your belly too much. 100% of pregnant people end up with diastasis recti, and it can cause problems if you overstretch. Just think about moving the shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath here. Really firm up your right thigh once again. Sweep your arms forward and then windmill your right, pivot your right heel down and come into warrior two. Take a deep, deep breath here. Exhale, sink a little deeper. We're gonna come into reverse warrior, but just take your left arm straight up, inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale. Maybe go a little further this time. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Reverse. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, inhale, reverse. Nice job, sink a little deeper. Firm your back thigh. Nice deep breath here. And exhale. Ready? Windmill your left hand all the way down, followed by the right. Make sure you pivot your back foot forward before you step forward into your half forward fold. Inhale. Half forward fold. Exhale. Full fold. Chair. Airplane the arms. Rise all the way up. Full forward fold. Exhale. Halfway. Plant your hands. Left foot back. Really firm this left thigh. That's going to give you that stability to rise up to your crescent lunge. Nice deep breath here. Make yourself strong. Sink a little deeper. What is it that you want? Then in your mind say, I will. I will. Not I should, but I will. Take a breath. Airplane your arms. Keep your heart lifted. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a breath here. And exhale, slide those shoulders down the back as you rise up. Remember, it's not really a back bend. It's really more of a shoulder opener. Take a breath here. And exhale. Go ahead, windmill your arms left, then right, warrior two. Right knee's bent right over the right ankle. Reverse. Just take it straight up first. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, maybe a little bit further. Bending into the right knee. Warrior two. Do it again. Reverse your warrior. Warrior two. One more. And hold it right here. Sink deeper into that right knee if you can. Take a breath. And windmill your arms all the way down to those blocks or the mat. Pivot your back foot forward. Step forward. Half forward fold. Inhale. And then full forward fold. Exhale. Chair. Airplane the arms. Rise all the way up. Full forward fold. Exhale. Halfway up. Inhale. Plant your hands. Exhale. Right foot back. Crescent lunge. Nice and firm. That back thigh. Rise up. Inhale. Airplane those arms. Exhale. Interlace your fingers. Lift your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press your wrists away from your body, breathe. Ready? Warrior two, windmill the arms. Pivot the back heel down. Good, looking to the left, take a breath. Let's reverse that warrior, inhale. And now we're gonna come into extended side angle. Left forearm to the thigh. Take this right palm up and just keep it angled like that and extend it right by the ear. Hug your belly in, tuck your tailbone, extend your collarbones forward to the left. Take a breath. Reverse your warrior, keep that left knee bent. Extended side angle, reach it. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale. And exhale, hold it right here. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're gonna bring this right arm down to the mat, left hand down. Keep this left foot pointing to the left. And then walk your hands to the right, turn your right toes out a little bit, flex your left foot. If you have knee issues, don't bend this right knee more than 90 degrees. Otherwise, you can come all the way down into Skandasana. Lift the heart. Some people can get this right heel down, some people can't, no problem. You can even bring your hands to your heart center or keep your hands on the mat. Take another deep breath. Your hands are at your heart. Bring them back to the mat. Lift up. Pivot your back foot forward and get ready to step into your half forward fold. Halfway up, inhale. Full forward fold, exhale. Chair. Airplane. Rise all the way up. Full forward fold, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Plant your hands on your blocks, left foot back. Crescent lunge, adjust your feet to get around that belly. Rise up. Just make sure your all 10 toes are facing forward. Breathe in. Airplane those arms. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull your belly in. As you inhale, lift your heart. Just slide the hands away from the body. Breathe. Exhale. One more. Windmill the arms. Pivot that left heel down. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Good, come into extended side angle. So the right forearm comes to the right thigh. Turn the left palm up. Sweep that arm right by the ear. Tuck the tailbone, extend the collarbones, take a breath. Sink a little deeper, reverse your warrior. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. One more, inhale. And exhale. Let's go a little bit deeper. Take a breath. Tuck the tailbone, extend the collarbones, pull the belly in. Good, bring your left hand down, bring your right hand down. Turn your left toes towards the left. Flex that right foot. Remember, if you have knee issues, don't bend the left knee more than 90 degrees. Otherwise, come all the way down. Now I can get my right heel down in this pose. For some reason, I can't get my left heel down. I can if I sit back a little bit deeper. Hands at the heart, if that's appropriate. Otherwise, for balance, you can keep your hands on your mat. Breathe in. Lift your heart. Try to lengthen that spine. One more. Good. We're going to come all the way back. Pivot your back foot forward. Hands to your blocks. Adjust your right foot so your belly's got plenty of room. Step forward. Half forward fold. And a full forward fold. Exhale. Good. Take your feet nice and wide. So you've got plenty of room for the belly. Make sure your toes are parallel to each other. And let your body just hang. Stretching the back of the body. Now take a breath and release your hands. Just slide your hands to the outside of your knees. So your fingers are pointing down. Good. And I want you to push your knees into your hands, or the outside of your knees into your hands. Put your hands into your knees. You'll notice that your thighs automatically internally rotate. So those inner thighs move back. See if you can keep that internal rotation. as you bring your hands to the fronts of your shins and come into Ardha Uttanasana, forward fold. Oh, the dog wants to join me. Take a full forward fold. Chair pose. Airplane the arms. You rise all the way up to standing and bring your hands to your heart center while I let doodle in. Come on, hurry up. Everyone's waiting. Get in your spot. Come on. Come on, get up here. Good boy. All right. Hands are at your heart center. Take a nice deep breath. Right. Good boy. And open your mouth and let it go. Sweep your arms all the way out and up. We're going to come into downward dog here. So take a full forward fold. Open your feet as wide as your belly needs you to as you exhale into Uttanasana, full forward fold. Half forward fold. Move those blocks out of the way. Bend your knees. And take your feet all the way back into downward facing dog. And just like we did in the very beginning, I want you to sway your hips side to side. Sway those hips side to side. Good. Nice deep breath here. And exhale, pull the belly in, slide the shoulder blades down the back, micro bend in the elbows. Nice deep breath here. Now, if you're able to, bring your right forearm down and then your left forearm down and you're in Dolphin Pose. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Firm the backs of the thighs. And push your chest back towards your toes. In a moment, you're going to come into Child's Pose. Nice deep breath. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Child's Pose. Open those knees nice and wide. Let your big toes come together behind you. Sit back on your heels. Some people, as the belly gets really big, find it's very difficult to go right in the Child's Pose. So you can put your forehead on a block, make the block as tall as you need to, or put your forehead on the mat. Now take a moment to tune into your breath. Listen to that breath. Breathing in and out. And breathe in. As you come up to your hands and your knees, see if you can round your back. Good, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And take your left foot straight back. Press out through the heel of that left foot. You're going to feel a pretty intense calf stretch. Now, if you're having muscle cramps in the middle of the night, especially calf cramps, common problem in pregnancy, get yourself some topical magnesium oil. It really is great. But also, I have a blog post called Tips and Tricks for Common Pregnancy Complaints, and leg cramps is one. It may be a nutritional deficiency, and so there are some tips to go there. Tips and tricks for common pregnancy complaints, Yoga Janda blog. Good, now pushing into your left foot, slide your right knee all the way up to your right wrist. For those of you who have a great big belly, you're probably going to need a block or a folded blanket under your left thigh. So go ahead and make sure it's above your kneecaps, so your kneecaps not resting on that hard block. And then come down to your forearms, Pigeon Pose. Take the second block or a blanket or a pillow and put your forehead on it. And sink deep into that hip. So it takes some conscious effort to release tension. Somebody said to me once in a class, and I said, try to relax. He's like, that's not, why does relax take so much effort? But it does. It takes conscious effort. And it takes practice to be able to relax so that you're nice and relaxed during labor. Take a breath here. Now, you can stay right here and try to relax a little bit more. Or if you are familiar with this and you have yoga, practice yoga, you may be able to do this next pose. You can do it also if you have a strap. I don't have a strap handy right now, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this block, I'm going to come to my hands, I'm going to curl my left toes under and lift my left thigh off of the block and remove it so my left knee's now down onto the mat. Now, I've got those blocks beside me. I can put my hands on the blocks. Now, if you feel pinching in your low back as you come up, take the block a little bit more forward so that you're not up and pinching that low back. If the first thing I want you to do is squeeze your Kegel muscle and then pull your belly in. Right hand on the block. You can walk that left foot and left knee over to the right a little bit more. Reach your left arm up slowly. Take it back. Try to keep facing forward if you can. And lift your left foot up off of the mat. See if you can take hold of it. If you've got a strap, wrap the strap around the foot. Otherwise, try to pull your foot towards your hip. Now, I'm automatically beginning to twist to the left. I'm going to pull my belly in, and I'm slowly going to try to twist a little bit more to the right. And I'm pulling that left foot towards my left hip. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, for some people, this is just impossible right now, and that's okay. So what you can do is maybe lift and lower that foot, lift and lower. Good, now take a breath. Move those blocks out of the way. You're gonna come up to downward dog. Curl your left toes under. I'm moving my left foot forward a little bit so I can curl my left toes under, firm my left thigh, pull the belly in, squeeze the Kegel muscle, push to downward dog. You can also just come up to your hands and your knees, and then a downward dog, or come to your hands and your knees and do a few pelvic rocks or cat-cow. Whatever feels good. Sway your hips from side to side. Nice deep breath. Lower your knees once again. Keep that right foot back there and begin by pushing out through the heel of your right foot. Yeah, stretch that calf. Breathe in and out. And then on your next inhale, slide your left knee all the way up to your left wrist. Take one of those blocks or folded blanket, place it under your right thigh, above the kneecap, and extend your toenails back down onto the mat. Remember, you can rest your forehead on that second block. And allow yourself to consciously let go of places in your body where you're feeling tension. Maybe you start with your jaw. And you take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you just let that jaw open as you let the breath out. Maybe your shoulders are a little bit tight, so adjust your arms so that your shoulders are able to relax. You feel some tightness in that left hip, which is normal. So see if you can take a breath, and with the next 3 exhales, just consciously release any tension you might be holding there. Good. Take a breath here. Remember, we're not perfect. The only perfect person was Jesus, and look what they did to him. Because he was perfect. So it's not really funny, but somebody once said that to me. We can't be perfect. We're not meant to be perfect. So give yourself some grace. Maya Angelou said, I did then what I knew how to do. Now that I know better, I do better. So forgive yourself. Take a breath. Start to walk your hands back, or stay right where you are. You don't have to do this next one. Put a block in front of you. Don't feel any pinching in your low back. If you come up too high, curl the back toes under, lift the knee, move the block out of the way, and place the knee back down. Good. Take a deep breath. Try to keep your shoulders square in front of you. And I'm going to reach my right arm up. I'm going to bend my right knee, pulling the foot towards the hip. Sometimes it is helpful to, instead of keeping those hips down, you could, if you want, put a block under your left hip or a folded blanket, or just lift yourself up, give yourself a little bit more room. Now, automatically, I twist to the right, but I don't want to do that. I want to see if I can take a deep breath Very gently, I'm going to turn my shoulders forward so that my shoulders are square to the wall in front of me, or square to that front edge of my mat. Relax the shoulders. Breathe deeply. One more breath. And exhale. I'm going to slowly release it. I'm going to move this block out of the way. I'm going to curl my toes under behind me. Squeeze my Kegel muscle. Pull the belly towards the baby and press up to downward dog. Or if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. Come to your hands and your knees and go into child's pose if you prefer. Whatever you would like to do. Take a moment. If there's anything you'd like to do, let's do that peeing dog pose. Take that right leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, invite that right shoulder down. Extend the right leg, bring it down. Hold it as long as you want to. Left leg up, open up that hip, bend the knee, pull the belly in towards the baby. Good. Back to downward dog. Separate your feet hip width apart. Bring right arm down, left arm down, dolphin. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Squeeze your Kegel muscle. Nice deep breath here. And exhale. And one more. Lower to child's pose. Open your knees. Big toes touch. Sit all the way back. Maybe turn the palms up, giving your wrists a little break. Sort of waving your hands, bending at the wrist and straightening, bending and straightening. And then relax those shoulders. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. Slowly rise up to your hands and your knees. Good, and then you're going to have a seat. Have a seat on your mat for a moment. Let your hands rest on your knees with your palms up in a gesture of receiving grace. Close your eyes. A little meditation before you go into Shavasana. Just relax in your seat. Listen to your breathing. Letting your breath become a little deeper to start with. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And go ahead and open your mouth and breathe out. Good. Keeping your eyes closed, just now let your breath becoming a little bit easier. Not forcing the breath in or out. And just become aware of what's happening biologically as you breathe. You're taking air into your body. With each inhale, you're taking oxygen to each and every cell in your body, but also your baby's body through your bloodstream. As you breathe in, you take oxygen into your placenta, through the bloodstream, through the cord, right to that baby. And as you breathe out, you breathe out what you don't need. Carbon dioxide, toxins in the air, and tension. So take a deep breath right now, with your eyes closed, in through the nose. And just let go of tension. Let it go. One more. Breathe in. And let go of that tension. Breathe out. And then just allow your breath to become normal, natural. Your next breath, imagine breathing out tension from just that left shoulder. The left arm becomes a little heavier by your side. And then your right shoulder and the right arm becomes heavier by your side. Your belly relaxes. Your jaw is open just slightly. Take a deep, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Just notice how you're feeling. Acknowledge yourself for a moment. And let your breath become natural. Breathe in. And out. If you're ready, open your eyes so you can prepare yourself for Shavasana. And you can stay in Shavasana as long as you want to, because I'm going to sign off after I get you guys in Shavasana. The ideal resting position in pregnancy is called the side relaxation position. So you would use 2 pillows. You can't do what I'm doing. You probably won't get back up. So you can either take your folded blanket or you can take a pillow for under your head. And I just use a blanket and a block. You don't necessarily always need 2 pillows, but it's the ideal resting position for pregnancy because on the left side, you have the best circulation. So you're going to put your right hand here in front so that you can take this left arm and bring it all the way alongside your back. And you rest your head on the blanket or the pillow. I'm going to bring my left knee backwards. And instead of putting the pillow between my legs, I'm going to take my right knee and put it on top of a block or on top of the pillow. And then my right arm rests. And once you're down, close your eyes and just imagine your body sinking deeper and deeper into the mat. Let your breath be normal, natural, easy. Think about that breath. Think about all those cells multiplying furiously in your body, inside your uterus. Your baby growing bigger and bigger and stronger and healthier and healthier. With every moment that you continue to breathe, sending those oxygen cells to the baby and all those nutrients through your bloodstream. Now I'm going to bring my hands to my heart center, and you guys can stay in Shavasana as long as you want. And I will sign off. The light in me honors and sees that light in you. We are all connected. Namaste.